Welcome, everyone, to this episode of Unavoidable, Adventures in Aging, where Sue and Shan, two Midwest, well-past middle-aged sisters, discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly of aging. With a little humor, a little heart, and occasionally a little frustration, we'll explore the unavoidable adventures we experience as we move into our golden years. Yeah, golden years, my ass. Just a note to our listeners, this podcast reflects the opinions and experiences of Sue and Shan. The main purpose of this podcast is intended to entertain.
And we're recording.
We're going. Okay. For today, what we're going to be talking about, and I'm sure people, if you know us, you'll go, what?
What?
So our topic today
What hell, pay attention.
is fashion. Yeah, hell, pay attention. Our topic today is fashion. Now, and it will come as no surprise to anybody who knows us that neither of us are even close to being a slave to fashion.
Oh, God, no. Oh,
No,
gosh.
I don't think it will. I can't think of a word. Insult you when I include you in that.
Oh, true. Yeah, I should have been insulted. I wasn't.
No,
I'm
okay,
sorry. I was
good.
busy pouring margaritas. Go
Oh
ahead.
my golly, people, these are so good. She went with strawberry margaritas tonight, and it's not summer yet. It's still 30-some degrees outside, but hey, it's warmed up, so
Yeah.
we can do strawberry margaritas.
We can do strawberry margaritas
if we want
anytime
to.
we want.
That's right.
Okay, I interrupted, and I should never interrupt an
Oh yeah.
old person.
So here we go again. So anyway, fashion.
Fashion. Oh, yeah, fashion.
And our idea today is to talk about fashion that we used to wear, the outfits, the trends, and this one actually came from, I think it was your daughter Erin.
Yep.
She said, "Could you talk sometime about fashion and how it's changed from when you were small?" Now we grew up in the '60s and '70s, so very much the kind of the hippie influence. And I thought that we were talking about this some yesterday, that a lot of our clothes were mom made.
Yes, they were.
She was a heck of a seamstress.
She was.
And she taught herself, I think, quite a bit of it. But we'll see pictures of the three of us girls. Scott, you were so lucky you weren't included in this, but
I know.
Mom would find the bolt.
She would buy a whole bolt. She
Yeah.
would, yeah.
And she would make the three of us these little matching outfits. So I guess you could find us anywhere in a crowd because we all look the same.
I suppose.
But and they were cute. They were fine.
They were, except for you really didn't want to be twinsies with your sisters.
That's true.
You just
Yeah, that was one thing she used to do. She made, for my first wedding, she made the whole thing. She made my dress. She made all the bridesmaids' dresses. But one time she learned how to tailor suits.
yes.
So she was making suits for Dad, for her dad. And, that's a dying thing anymore,
Oh, it is. Yes.
is women who sew.
Yeah. Or have time for it.
Or
That's
have
the
time
biggie
for it.
right there.
That's
is
a big
not
one.
having time
That's
for
a
it.
big one. But I'm still glad that we at least learned how to sew on a button.
We can.
We can do that. I can do a hem.
Same here.
Usually I just let my pants drag on the ground until
tape
they're
'em. All those things.
I do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Safety pins.
Yes.
We didn't care.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
And I can fix like a tear or something. Anyway, so a lot of our clothes were mom made. I was thinking too of the different names that clothes have. Like a thong. What do you think of when you think of a thong?
Well, I know what I think of now.
Yeah.
And I know what a thong used to be those now they're
Flip-flops.
flip-flops.
Now they're, yeah.
That was a thong. And you
Yeah.
put those on your feet and out the door you went. And
Yes.
Now that won't work at all
No.
for protecting your feet.
You try to use one of those. And remember, too, on the flip-flop thongs, that middle part that
Yes.
goes between your toes, that thing was always breaking.
Always.
So you didn't have a flip-flop, you just had a flop. And then I was thinking, too, that today, and maybe they were called this back then, too. We just weren't cool enough. Capris. I remember us calling them pedal pushers.
Pedal pushers. Yes.
And do you think that came from riding bikes and stuff?
That's what I would think. Finally, girls got to not wear dresses, and you would hate to wear a dress when you're on your bike,
Right.
Which we did at different times, and a pedal pusher would be
Yeah.
easy thing to.
Yeah.
Is that Is that the same as beachcombers?
Yes, I think so.
That was another name for those shorter pants.
Yeah.
Beachcombers, I think, were girls and guys both, weren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. We never lived on the beach, so
No, we didn't.
I don't know for sure.
But we rode bikes.
Yes.
So it was pedal pushers.
Yes, we did. I don't know that I ever tried to ride my bike when I was in a dress.
I don't know if I did either.
Oh, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yep. What else did... Oh, dress codes.
Oh, dress codes.
Yes. Yeah.
Sometimes you just jump right around, don't you?
I do.
So we're talking school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or even, I don't know,
Dress
office.
codes.
Remember we've talked before about when we used to go to the doctor or when we went on the airplane or...
So that was a dress expectation.
Yeah.
But you're right. You dressed up. I think, too, of especially Mom's era, that era, they would go to football games and those women would wear dresses and pantyhose and their heels.
Right.
And freeze their tushies off.
Yeah.
Because they were in, but the men would wear suits, but they got to wear flats and put their socks on.
Yeah.
But that was a common thing. And it just is, it's so hard to even imagine.
I know. And even thinking of, I always think women and what we had to wear, but men wore suits to everything.
Everything.
Yeah. Yeah. And Dad, we talk about how he always wore his whites for his uniform. So he didn't have to wear a suit to work. But when we did go to church, he always wore a suit. Today, you go to church and it's whatever people want to wear.
Your jeans, your shorts. Some still dress up, some don't.
And some don't. And it's all fine. Yeah.
And maybe that's, the thing of the fashion doesn't matter near as much.
Yes.
As it once did. Or
yes.
the rules
are
a lot looser.
Yeah.
Than it once was.
Yeah. Oh, I think so. The important thing is that you're there, not what you wear. Ooh,
yeah.
Hey.
Oh, my gosh. That was really cool.
That was.
Not what you wear. That you're there.
Yeah.
Which then, let's go to dress codes in schools.
Yes.
That would be huge. Back in the day, from my work, even from working, we were constantly, especially girls, they were calling parents and no, she can't wear a tube top or she can't show that much cleavage or whatever.
Yeah.
That type thing. And they'd have to come and give them. I put Kelly under the bus here, but one time Kelly she called me because her shorts were too short.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. And of course, she was such a timid thing.
Yeah.
That most girls, I found out later, they just go to their PE locker, get their shorts, put those on.
Yeah.
And Kelly, I had to take her home and she changed her clothes and then I had to work real hard to get her back to school. But at the same time, when the fashion is short shorts.
I know. Yeah.
Then what do you do? Because there are times when that's all you can find.
Exactly. And that was one that the couple times when I was a principal, that was in the dress code, was that the shorts had, when the girl stood up straight and put her hands down along her sides, the hem of the shorts couldn't be shorter than the tips of her fingers. Can you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you either get that fashion thing where you can't find them.
Right.
Or you get the long, lanky girls who their fingertips hit below their knees.
Below their knees, yeah.
So it was really impossible. And I can see the purpose, but it's one of those choose your battles.
Exactly.
Is the kid there? Are they cooperating? Are they learning? Are they all of that? That's what's important.
It is. Now,
if,
And anymore, I don't think administration has the time to worry about if a girl's shorts are too short or if the guy's shirt has a beer thing on it or something.
Yeah.
They just don't have the time.
That's true. And at one of the schools I taught in Las Vegas, if there was like a dress code violation, they had in the office, they had like big T-shirts and things like that. So you'd tell the kid to go to the office and cover up or whatever. But it was like, I've got better things to do with my time.
Exactly.
Than chase some kid down because of what they have.
And you don't have time to chase some kid down because of what they have. Yeah.
And some of those T-shirts and things can get vulgar
raunchy,
So those things I can see.
Right.
But, and like you were saying too, it was usually the girls who got
busted.
Yeah. Yeah. You let some guy come in with their T-shirt, short sleeveless T-shirt
that they'd
things.
ripped below their armpits.
Right. And nobody said anything.
Yeah. I think they sent, at one point, they started sending them home for those because,
Yeah.
But
and when I was in high school, and you were part of this too, girls had to wear either skirts or dresses.
Yes.
You couldn't wear shorts. You couldn't wear pants.
Nope.
No matter what the weather was. So.
And I think you talked about that changed in high school.
Yes.
For us. I do remember in grade school, you had to wear a dress. You could put, when it was cold out, you could put pants on underneath
right.
it. Do you remember this?
Yes.
But you had to take off those pants when
Yes.
you got in the building.
Yeah. Yeah.
How crazy is that now? To look back and think, really?
Yeah. And all the time teachers used to spend wrestling kids in and out those stupid snow boots. Oh, because you wore your shoes, but you had to slide your whole foot down inside this rubber thing that was so resistant to your shoes.
Yeah.
And then you could never take them off without the whole shoe coming off.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
It's crazy things. And two, we were talking about, this has to do with dress code, PE.
Yeah.
What did you wear when you were?
When I was in junior high, because we didn't have middle school, junior high, it was a one-piece zipper in the back.
In the back?
Yes, the zipper was in the back of it.
That's crazy.
I know it. And it was red and white striped on the top and red shorts on the bottom. And I didn't have quite the body that some people had.
Yeah.
And so they were really unattractive on me. But yeah, no sleeves. I think it was sleeveless.
Yeah.
But yeah. Even when I went into, because we moved and I was then still even junior high though, it was like you had to have blue shorts and a blue or white top.
Okay.
But at least it was a t-shirt and shorts kind of thing and you could find those. But and
when I went to school, high school, it was bloomers. They were like one piece.
Yep.
But ours had buttons or snaps in the front. I can't imagine
a
zipper
in the back.
Was in the back.
That was a big thing, trying to get in and out of those stupid things.
I bet.
Because you got to go down. You can't go up and over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then it had a belt and...
Oh, belts, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, and isn't that the craziest thing?
It is. And
a belt.
And,
in PE.
Yeah. And I've always had a thing with my weight, but... You know, again, you were saying some of the girls look, not that you could look cute in a pair of blue bloomers.
You couldn't.
But yeah, there were some of us who it didn't look good at all. And now it's just like, whatever, shorts and T-shirts, right?
Yeah, they do.
Now, even in elementary school, some of the kids had to change their shoes.
Oh,
because
suppose.
some of those shoes left marks on the gym floor. Yeah.
And I think now, around here anyway, they don't do much with PE. It's very sad.
I know it.
Very sad.
Yeah.
They just wear the clothes they have on.
Right.
Which is okay, too. But, yeah, there's not enough time in the day for a grade schooler to change into a uniform.
Oh, jeez.
And change back out. Oh, my God. Not even
And
enough
even
time.
taking showers. We had to take a shower. Oh, good. That was the worst.
It was horrible. Yeah.
It was. And now they don't.
And, you know, too, when you think about that, there were so few girls' sports back in our day, you know.
Yes, right.
Now, I think a lot of those girls are a little more used to jumping in the shower before they get dressed, after they've played basketball, volleyball, whatever.
Yeah.
They're a lot more comfortable with it. But back in the day,
oh, no.
None of us were in a sport at all. So we were not accustomed to taking a shower with somebody beside us.
That's right. Yes. Not slaves to fashion and not sporty kind of girls.
No, we weren't.
You were more than any of us, I think.
I did do a few sports. Yeah, I did.
Yep. My brain is just not with
I
today.
don't even want to. I want to interrupt, and then I think, but maybe she'll come up with it.
Yeah.
Maybe she's going to get it.
Yeah. At this point, you're not interrupting anything.
The other
Go
day,
ahead.
when we were prepping for this, we talked about school dances.
Yes.
And that's changed.
Yes.
Too.
A lot. When I was in high school, homecoming, you wore like a nice suit, a skirt and a jacket.
Oh.
And so it was.
Did the guys wear suits? Do you remember?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Guys wore suits. And then prom was the long dresses. We did not show the skin that these young ladies do today.
Yeah.
And the boys did wear tuxes to prom. And then we had a couple of, I don't know how many dances they have these days.
Usually up here it's the same. It's two.
Okay.
You have your homecoming and then you have prom.
Okay. Because we had, one was called what was that called?
Boyfriend. Sadie Hawkins.
Sadie Hawkins. And there was one called, what was it? The Girl Must Pay. It had these weird initials with it. But the same thing. The girl could ask the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had sock hops.
Oh, yeah.
After certain games or downtown at the city auditorium.
Yep. And sock hops were just when you were talking about taking your shoes off because they make marks on the gym floor.
Yes.
That's where sock hops came in. Everybody would take their shoes off so you didn't have to worry about marring up your gym floor.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, and I can't see did you have to wear saddle shoes? Yes. Oh, that's another thing. We're getting off fashion here, but schools used to have pep clubs.
Oh, yeah.
And that was just something you did. Mm-hmm. And you all wore the same uniform and so forth. They don't have pep clubs anymore.
Nope. Saddle shoes and
saddle shoes. Those were the most uncomfortable things. And maybe if you broke them in enough. But
I don't know.
I would get the worst blisters.
Yeah.
And then going back to the shower and PE, we had this square rectangle kind of pan thing with this big spongy thing in it, and it had some kind of antibiotic in it. And you'd get those blisters, you'd step in that thing, burn.
How?
Oh my golly.
Eesh.
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that, but I remembered those things. It was athlete's foot, keeping it from getting spread. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
oh, yeah. So it's
the
painful.
pains of school.
I know.
The pains of school.
Kids have it so much easier. I know we just talked about not really doing a meme, but I saw this one that Coca-Cola used to be made with cocaine and something else. And that's why your parents can walk to and from school in a blizzard, uphill, both ways.
They had a Coke.
Yes. Yeah. With that in it. Yep.
Yeah, so that's our clothes from our earlier times.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
What?
I do want to bring up jeans.
Oh, yeah.
Because I actually did a little bit of research on denim.
Whoa.
Yes.
Look at her.
Because anymore, when we were even in college, we were both in a sorority was it Mondays when we had our meetings? We had to dress up. Couldn't wear jeans. In my mind, that's what it all is associated with. If I'm not wearing jeans, I'm dressed up.
Oh.
Anyway. Okay, so denim was brought to the United States by Levi Strauss in the 1700s.
Wow.
And it was used mostly for durable work clothes like miners and things like that. It became popular for everybody to wear them in the 50s and 60s. James Dean and Marlon Brando would wear them, and they became a symbol of rebellion for teenagers.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Jeans did.
Jeans.
Okay, here's my story about jeans. Do you remember? They were blue beyond blue and stiff beyond stiff.
Yes.
And at the swimming
like
pool.
Like the ones I've got on right now.
So you're not dressed up.
I've got my dress jeans on.
We at the swimming pool, and of course the lifeguard that was at the swimming pool was gorgeous, and I idolized her because she was so beautiful.
Yeah.
But anyway, she'd gotten a pair of jeans, and she was dipping them in the swimming pool to try to get them to bleach out a little bit and get the sizing, whatever that is.
Yeah,
I can remember.
So the chlorine in the pool was bleached them out,
and softened them up a little bit.
Yeah. And now they're sold with the rips and the tears and all that. We came by those honestly.
We did.
By wearing them.
We did.
I saw a picture the other day. And do you remember, of course, the big old bell bottoms?
Oh, yeah.
And when it rained outside?
What?
Remember? And as you're walking, the bell bottoms were dragging in the puddles.
Oh, God.
And you were wet clear up to your knees. So I saw a picture. I thought, yes, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And bell bottoms, it was like the bigger, the better.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's another mom thing. I can remember when we moved here to Alliance, I was going into 8th grade.
Yeah.
And not wanting to have to do all that again of new friends and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, she had taken a pair of jeans of mine and she had split the side a little bit. Insert.
Yes.
And she sewed a butterfly applique.
Oh.
I was instantly like, everybody was talking to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was.
Oh, see, fashion.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, fashion has some power.
Yeah.
Yep. So, geez, what else was I going to say? Yeah, and anymore, it's like true fashion. They've got the walks the one way. Like Paris fashion shows and things. They do a lot of stuff with denim. Not that I go to a lot of Paris fashion shows.
Say, the last time you were there was...
Never. Yep. So, what else about clothes? Just shoes in general.
You know that I honestly don't remember my shoes.
Really? I don't either, except for, I think I might have mentioned it on the podcast at one time. When I was in, I don't know if it was middle school or high school. For some reason, these shoes came into fashion. They were called crickets. All the cool girls had crickets.
Okay.
And they were just, not really, they laced up and they were softer leather. I don't know. I can't even think for sure now, but it was like I had to have crickets.
Uh-huh.
And probably about the time I got them, they went out of style.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I can remember that one.
But yet we don't. And now it's all tennis shoes.
Yeah.
Everybody wears tennis shoes all the time.
Yeah.
I don't
tennis
have
shoes. They'll wear flip-flops. At one point when I was still working, they all went back in. They started wearing Crocs.
Yeah, hey, we wear Crocs.
We wear Crocs.
Yeah.
But for them, a lot of times, like at basketball, volleyball, that kind, they would shower up and they'd put those Crocs on because their feet were tired or whatever, and they didn't want to put something tight on their feet, whatever. But they all started wearing Crocs again. I don't know if it still is. I'm sure it's a gone thing now.
Yeah, yeah. And even socks. For some reason, again, I remember in high school that white socks were like the ultimate of not cool.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So, boy, you better not be wearing white socks. Mm-hmm. And now...
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you wear whatever you want or no socks at all.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Do you remember at the house here, we had the sock drawer in the hallway? The linen closet. Oh, yeah. Huge. So whoever did laundry, they just threw all the socks into that drawer. So you were always going to the sock drawer to try to find a pair. Yeah. They were never matched up or anything. They were just thrown in there.
You had to search. Mm-hmm. We had to work for our fashion people. We had to work hard.
Back in my day, I didn't have socks that matched.
Oh, yeah. And I remember, too, I don't know if this happened with you. Mom would buy me clothes that she wished I could fit into. Did that happen to you?
Yeah.
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 And they would hang in my closet with a tag on it forever. Mm-hmm. It's, Mom, I'm never going to fit into that. Mm-hmm. Thanks for believing in me. Is that what you
I don't think so.
That's
because remember, it was also the fact that she said, but it was on sale.
It was on sale. Because she had a lot of clothes in her closet.
Oh, she did.
With tags.
Tags still on them.
Yeah.
But they were on sale.
Yeah.
What difference does it matter? If you're not going to wear them, it doesn't matter what they cost.
Size 0 and you wear a size 10. It just doesn't work that way.
Mm-hmm.
No. Because another thing, too, we talked about with fashion, and again, neither one of us do a lot with this anymore, is hair and makeup.
Oh, yeah.
But because I look at you and I think of your high school senior picture and mine. What was our hairstyle?
Straight kind of thing? Yeah.
Just parted down the middle, straight, flat hair. Mm-hmm. Did you have bangs? Do you remember?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think I did.
I think I usually did. And then there was this fad and we called them sideburns. I don't know why. But you know where your bangs go over like to your temple, and then you'd go down about 2 or 3 inches and cut another chunk?
Really?
Yeah. So you had bangs, little sideburn, and then the rest of your hair.
Was this a pre-mullet kind of thing?
Could have been.
Yeah.
Could have been. Didn't even think about that. Yeah, but we didn't have all the hair products and the styling tools and...
Yeah. Oh, a hairdryer would have been something you had to sit under at a beauty salon.
Yes.
For hours.
Yes.
Curlers, I can remember you guys. I didn't do it so much, but I can remember you having the juice cans up on the top of your head.
Yes.
Twirled up.
Yeah, yeah.
Women... Young ladies of that time never got to sleep, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Because they always had curlers. They went to bed with curlers in their hair.
It was so uncomfortable.
Yeah. So that you would have the right hairstyle the next day when you went to school.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then along came the hot curling.
Yes.
Hot curlers.
Hot curlers, I think.
Yeah,
And then,
that kind of speeded things up a little bit. And, of course, now everything is.
Yeah, curling iron.
Yeah.
We've never asked Shelley if that crimper thing works that we got her for Christmas. I have to ask her that.
Okay.
Sorry, squirrel there.
Squirrel.
What else was I thinking about here?
I want to hear about your makeup, Sue. You were talking about this the other day.
When I was in high school, younger, I don't remember wearing a lot of like foundation and stuff.
Either. Yeah.
I wore blush.
Oh, yeah.
Way too much. I had blue eyeshadow, blue mascara.
Oh, my God.
Dad used to tell me I looked like a tropical fish. But I just thought that was the coolest. I've never been a big lipstick wearer.
Yeah, I have.
Mom was never without lipstick.
She didn't know, huh?
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
And I think that was an age thing for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And today, I do more with my face just because I've got all these stupid brown spots and I try to cover up. But you can still see them, but at least I feel better like I've actually done something with them. And
we talked about this. I have no eyelids, so why would I wear any shadow?
Yeah.
It's like I look in the mirror and think I should do something, and then I look and I think, yeah, but where's my eyelids?
Where should I put
Where'd they go?
Yeah. And again, I wore eye makeup up until, I don't know, maybe a year ago or so.
Wasn't very long, yeah.
But I've got that stupid eye thing where my eyes just drip all the time. So I would always have this big old dark circle under my eye where I kept wiping the tears away. Yeah.
Age. Don't go for the fashion.
I know. That's right. That's right. Oh, I was going to say something about the eyelid thing, but another thing with me, my lips are disappearing.
Oh, yeah.
Have you noticed that with you?
Yeah.
Especially my upper lip. And when I try to push them out, I look like I'm trying to do a fish face or something. But yeah, I don't know where they're going. But they're just not there anymore.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
We went from fashion to body concerns. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. That's all part of fashion.
We'll have to do that one again sometime.
It's who you are and what your outlook is there. Yeah, another thing we talked about was fragrances.
Yeah.
Do you remember wearing?
I do. Okay, so let it be known I'm cheap. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Always have been
Yeah.
cheap. To me, sometimes I might have snuck into my sister's room when she was not there and put on some of hers. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it was like, what was Heaven Sent.
Heaven Sent.
There we go.
Yes.
Heaven
I like
Sent.
that one, though, because it was just so light and pretty. And yeah, so that was a good one. I used to wear one called Ambush.
Ambush.
It was pretty strong, and I'd splash that stuff on. And again, Dad, he was always so funny. But he would ask, what's the name of that perfume? Ambush. He said, you're not ambushing anybody. They can smell you coming a mile away. But I always thought more is better.
Yeah, of course.
And today, I just don't. We've got Bed Bath & Beyond that you can wear all those fragrance ones, but
I don't do them.
You don't do
cause
fragrances.
problems. Yeah.
Yeah.
They really do cause a lot of problems.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just don't do them.
Yep. And I remember, too, for boys or men, because if you were lucky enough to have a boyfriend over the holidays, Christmas or Valentine's Day, one I remember was called High Karate.
High Karate. Oh, God. I can't remember the smell when we say it, but boy, I remember the name.
Yeah, yeah. And the other one was Brute.
Brute.
That was a big one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. That was always so cool to be able to buy something for somebody.
And of course, we always talk about women's fashions, girls' fashions, because
Right.
that's what we're used to. But I
Sure.
can remember with the guys that
Yeah.
remember the really tight blue jeans.
Yes.
And they were short. Kind
The
of short.
legs were short,
yeah.
but they were belted up.
Yeah.
I
Well,
guess
no,
that was
they
the
didn't
dads.
that would be a dad thing.
Yeah.
But white T-shirt.
Yes.
That was a pretty common one that they did a lot.
Yeah. And loafers.
Mm-hmm.
And then Scott's age, with the hippies, it was moccasins.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember the moccasins?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And, when you mentioned men's fashion, the other thing is men's hairstyles.
Oh, yeah. You were yeah.
Yeah. Because it used to be, they were the crew cuts.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember this product. I don't know, Scott probably used it when he was real little. Seems like Dad used to use it, but it was called crew wax. But it was just this sticky, waxy kind of stuff. It came in a deodorant tube.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I remember it being pink. I don't know if that's right. But in order to get your crew cut to stand up like that, you'd have to put the crew wax in there. Then you combed it back until your hair was standing on end. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Where were you?
Well, I just figured it happened naturally. Guys always, they can look fashionable because it just happens naturally.
It does, yeah. Yeah, and now, again, with men's hairstyles, anything goes.
Yeah, it does.
It could be long and gorgeous. It can be preppy
in a
cut,
ponytail. It
bald.
doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bald. Yeah.
On purpose.
On purpose.
Yeah. They'll do that. Yep.
We talked about hairstyles. Or are we going to talk about hairstyles? Did we talk about hairstyles?
Yeah.
Where was I?
Sorry.
I don't know. Let me cross that off my list.
Yeah. Because we were talking about how we fixed our hair and how ours was straight and flat.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think it's as often. I know we've talked about this before. Mom went to the beauty shop once a week.
Once a week. Yes, she did.
And came home. I wonder if that age woman was dying of lung cancer, it was because of the hairspray.
Right. Yeah.
Because there was
Stiff as
a can.
board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it would be up high.
Beehive, yeah.
And it would be, and she never got it wet and she never combed it out for the whole week.
Right. And there was this, like a thin, pink, spongy thing. She'd wrap it in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. And then even when she got it fixed just in a little bouffant, cute little thing. Same thing. That thing didn't move.
It didn't move.
For a week.
I can remember her having one that flipped out.
Yes.
And that was the same way. I don't know how they did that.
Yeah.
But
she probably didn't sleep either, but none
no
of us
kidding.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tons of hairspray.
Yeah.
Tons of hairspray.
Yep. And I think it's funny sometimes when I think about you and me and Shelley and how we will mimic each other's hairstyles.
I know.
For you had the real short for quite a while, and I tried that, but no, not with this face. But all three of us have basically this little chin bob. We fix it different ways, but
how we do.
I look back at pictures of the three of us, and it's we're still in the bolt material, except it's hair now.
Yeah, it's our hair.
Yeah,
I was gonna say we just need to buy shirts that match.
We could do that. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Well, go.
Pants. Do you remember? I don't know why, or if we did it on purpose. Our pants were so long.
Yes.
That the back of them would rip because you're stepping on them all the time.
Oh, yeah, shredded.
Yeah, just shred the heck out of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it had to be a fashion, right?
Or laziness because people were forgetting how to.
I don't think so, though. Everybody's looked the same.
The same?
I would say they were just made really long, and that's what you did was
that could be.
Just step on them.
Yeah, because the more weight you put on, as your butt gets bigger, that material's taken up trying to go over your butt.
Are you going to tell me at one point I had a little butt and my pants, that's why my pants were long?
That's right.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
I'm going for it.
Okay.
I'm okay with that one. You betcha.
Oh, all right. I don't know how much we really talked about fashion, just that it has changed.
Yeah.
And
for some people our age, they still work hard on fashion and thank you for doing it.
And Mom was always a fashionista.
Yes.
Till the day she died. She always looked so good. She could put outfits together, and Shelley's the same way.
Yeah.
They both wore clothes well.
Well.
And I'm perfectly happy to be in my oversized hoodies and my blue jeans.
I had to look to see what I had on.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing spilled on the front of it.
No, I think there was. You just didn't see it
through
the microphone.
It's behind the mic.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to throw my takeaway in here.
Oh, good.
And I guess it was just what I was talking about. Today, I wear, another thing that I used to be real concerned about when you go to work, not wearing the same outfit twice in 1 week, or even maybe twice in 2 weeks. So I had this whole thing of trying to keep track of what I wore. And then when you get to a certain age, you think, I don't remember what so-and-so wore yesterday. No. Why would they remember what I wear?
Have you also found, too, that I'll wear that again today because it's still clean enough, so I just put the same outfit on from yesterday.
Exactly.
I just do
And
that.
there are some that I really like, and that's my takeaway, that today I wear what fits.
Yep.
And it's not that I don't care how I look, but I don't care how I look. So
you're not impressing anybody. You're not worried about impressing anybody.
No. And two, you get to this age and you think about those things, how unimportant it really is.
Yeah.
But again, you go through different ages when you're younger. That's where you are. So it is important to you, and that's fine. But just know that it won't be forever.
Won't be forever.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your takeaway?
Oh, gosh, my takeaway. Shoot, because I missed the opportunity to talk about the time that you went to school.
Yeah.
Teaching. You were teaching.
Okay.
And you'd look down and realize, because you wore flats all the time, you wore flats.
Yeah.
And
same style.
You looked down and realized they were two different colors.
Right.
And if that wasn't bad enough, before too long you realized you had on two right shoes.
That's right, I did. And when I remember, it was teacher conferences.
Oh, no.
Yeah, here, let me make a good impression by wearing two left shoes of different colors. I don't think anybody else noticed, so that was okay.
That was my takeaway. It was embarrassing you just a little bit more.
Okay, and back then I'm sure I was embarrassed. Today it's just so funny that you just don't care. You just don't care. Yep. Okay. I don't know. Do we have any unfinished business? We didn't.
I didn't write anything down.
I didn't
you
either.
Didn't write anything down.
I didn't
and
either.
I can guarantee our fans we don't remember it.
That's
though.
right. That's right. One thing though, I did. A very good friend. I worked with her for a long time at the college, and she and her husband moved to North Dakota, of all places. And so I kept telling her that I would say hi every once in a while, and I haven't. Hi, Allie. I hope things are going well. And she has a whole new group of friends that she's hopefully going to get the podcast going with them, too.
Oh, good.
So,
yes.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah.
We love to hear that. So,
we
spread
do.
the word. And
yes.
We're working diligently on increasing our listenership and getting our word out there and everything else. And it is taxing our brains. I will tell everybody that sometimes we look at each other and think, wow, we've worked hard
We have.
on some stuff.
We really have.
So more to come.
Yeah.
More to come.
Yep. So we'll
that.
keep that going.
And of course, as always, you can find us on unavoidable.life. You can email us at unavoidableaging@gmail.com. Find us on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcast,
have you
Podcast
tried,
Addict.
Yeah.
We're
have you
everywhere.
tried us on YouTube yet?
No, I'll have to try that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm making a note. And
Okay.
so there's
this
our
is an
unfinished business
for next time.
YouTube.
Yes.
We'll
right.
check this out and let you know how that works.
Yeah.
Okay, YouTube.
YouTube.
So,
okay.
the biggest thing is to always type in unavoidable. Sometimes, because there's quite a few that are unavoidable, but you may have to put Adventures in Aging. But there you go. Share us, like us, follow us, subscribe us.
Yeah. That's one component. We're trying to figure out. We
what
see
the
how
hell
many.
that means?
Yeah, we see how many followers we have, but then I think. Anyway, so there's a lot we still have to figure out.
We're really
too.
learning a lot.
Yeah. Enjoy your life. Laugh at yourself and remember, you're not knocking futz. You're just aging. All right.
There we go.
I think Erin would love that we shake our fingers at each other when we say that. When we did that episode with her, she was talking about the nonverbal communication. But every time, have you noticed that?
I hadn't noticed
You're
it.
not.
Anyway. Now I'm going to watch that.
Yeah, okay.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, yes, with pumpkin pie.
I know, pumpkin pie.
And strawberry daiquiris. So, yeah.
Margaritas.
Margaritas.
I can make daiquiris sometime, but not tonight.
Not tonight.
There
So,
you go.
We're going to go eat. You have a good week.
Bye, everyone.